Hey, Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with another video. Well, it's time to do Christmas in June. That's right, we're going to do some Christmas plants in June, and we're going to see how well they perform as a garden plant for us in the off season of when we'd normally see them. Now, I think most of you are going to have one that looks about like like this guy right here. Uh, Pardon the abuse. This one got left on a shelf and forgotten behind some other plants. So it's a little bit dry, but if you notice from that red leaf, these are poinsettias. So, or you could call them poinsettias. I was always taught that it was poinsettia. This is a plant that I go back a long, long ways. My family did used to raise these commercially in our greenhouse all the way up until one night when we had a power outage and the power company came and shined the headlights of their truck for 15 minutes down our greenhouse. And then everywhere that those headlights lit up, those poinsettias didn't turn. So we had a major crop loss one season, and that was the last year we grew points. So what we're going to do today is we're going to plant these up, put them in a container, put them out in the full sun of North Idaho, and we're going to care for them and water them just like our other mixed containers that we have. And we're going to see if you can grow points in North Idaho in the summertime. Now, I will tell you one thing. These are not going to color up for Christmas. It's not how they work. We have to use artificial lighting to get that to happen, and it's got to be done very specifically. But we're going to put them in containers in the garden and see if they'll just naturally turn for us sometime this summer and give us a chance to enjoy some red and white color, some winter seasonal color in our garden. So if you have a point hanging around in your house that you've managed to keep alive since December, even if they look like this, I would suggest doing a couple of things before you bring them outside. Make sure they're good and watered. And when you first bring them outside, put them in the shade, allow them to acclimate for a couple of weeks, and then slowly start moving them out into the sunshine. So these have been outside for about three, maybe 4 weeks so far, and they're becoming acclimated to the bright summer sun and the temperatures that we're starting to have here in North Idaho. And since these plants are native to Mexico, this should be no problem for them. So the only thing we have to do is make sure that we don't forget to water them, that we keep them nice with some nice damp soil, and they should perform for us. And this one that's lost all of its leaves because it got too dry is starting to recover. There's new buds there, and it should take off and be ready to go. And maybe we'll get lucky because I know that these are both white and this one is red. We should have a mix of those and have a nice, pretty container sometime by midsummer. All right, let's bring you in close and let you see what we're doing. Okay, so this planting is going to go about the same as it has with all of our container plantings. We're going to fill it up with Sunshine Mix number 4. We do make sure that we had some good drainage holes in the bottom, so we're not going to waterlog these. Just making sure there's no clods in here. And I wish I had a few more points that I could use for this, but unfortunately, out of the dozen or so that I had, this is the only ones that have survived. So as always, you kind of squeeze the sides. Oh, it's going to be good to get this one out of this potting media. It's not a great one. I'll just kind of gently set those right inside there. I'm going to just do a triangular planting. Might use this opportunity to angle the pots so my plants are more vertical. We'll just do like that, and then they will self-adjust the rest of the angle as they get growing. All right. Just add some extra potting media in the gaps in here. Just move that soil around. Got to be careful because poinsettias are really kind of fragile with their stems. They break rather easily. So making sure that this is not going to be bumped by you while you're planting it, or making sure that any of your pets aren't going to come by and damage it with a tail or knock it off a shelf. Give it a good shake. And there we go. Now, next thing we need to do is add some water to this. Water that in really well. The other thing to remember is when you're planting up and you have dissimilar types of potting mixes, so you have, your chosen soil and whatever soil your plant came in, make sure that you do cover the existing potting media that your plant is in with your new potting soil. And that'll make sure that existing potting soil doesn't act like a wick and suck the moisture out of the container through where the plant is, or vice versa, suck the moisture out of where your plant is back into the rest of the container. That's going to become an issue as that plant starts to become established. But once it is, it's going to get roots into both soils and it won't be a problem. Oh, but there we go. This is a quick off-season planting of some poinsettias. And what would normally be a Christmas planting, we're going to have for the summer out in our garden. So we're going to go ahead and put this in place with the rest of the baskets. And then we'll enjoy watching this grow and change as the season goes on. So remember, just because your poinsettias are for Christmas time doesn't mean you can't have them in your garden in the summer. So if you can manage to keep them alive to when we get outside of those freezing temperatures, go ahead and put them outside and enjoy those poinsettias in your garden and see them as more than just a seasonal plant, but also as a summer gardening plant. So hopefully they survive. I know we're headed into 100-degree temperatures starting tomorrow. Let's hope they make it. But anyway, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed. And if you feel so led to subscribe to the channel and support us, you can also visit us on Patreon at patreon.com/agteacherthoughts. Over there, we have an option to support the channel for just $5 a month. There is also some bonus content over there that you will not see on YouTube that is a thank you for supporting the channel. Anyway, as always, Ag Teacher Thoughts out.